exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be brought down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Shamrocks are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. He's inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards for the touchdown. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Shamrocks will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's the big tight end, Vance. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now, this looks like a design run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, marked with 29. Second and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly out wide, he'll get it to London. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the...
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Quick hitting slant there. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. They get 20 on the connection. That's enough for a first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Shamrocks. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Shamrocks move out on top 14-0. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Now a give up the middle, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you've got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Shamrocks are going to take over here at their own 22.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one down the field for Freiermuth.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, You're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Third and 6. In motion, Lamb. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down, 3 to go. London brought in motion. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. And he pulled it left. No good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Finding space inside the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Achane. And he's able to give him a little breathing room. He's got a first down up past the 15-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Open man downfield, that's London. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. The speed on display. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown Shamrocks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down, and that brings up 4th down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline, and that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball is out. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way.
And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Shamrocks. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Shamrocks move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded inside the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. I'll give on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now faking the give. The pressure too much, And he goes down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
It looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. London brought in motion. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. 3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Shamrocks send their punter out. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And this was as good as it gets. All 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.